Hello and welcome. This is a reading for our sun sign in Aries. You may also be feeling it if your rising is in Aries or your moon is in Aries, and this is for the month of March 2025. Just put out a quick short little bit ago reminding everyone that Mars just went direct February 23rd. So you should get out, be active, use that energy for physical activity, but also to launch whatever ever positive projects that you have narrowed it down to that you really want to focus on. I tried to get everyone to kind of review their projects during the first quarter of the year while Mars was retrograde, also to heal any old wounds or disagreements so that we could all move forward with Mars direct. So now that Mars is direct, projects should be moving forward quite nicely. Of course, like I said, get out and get some physical exercise. And then as we begin March, we will have Venus very quickly on the 2nd of March going retrograde. Venus is currently in the sign of Aries. So Aries, of course, is a very strong sign, a very assertive sign. So you have Venus and Mercury in the sign of Aries for a good part of the month. And then as Venus goes retrograde, it eventually goes back into Pisces. So with Venus, of course, you know what that's: beauty, love, relationships. Mercury is communication. So your relationships, you may be experiencing a certain amount of very direct communication for a good part of this month. But then, of course, with Venus retrograde, you might be sort of reviewing things about relationships as well, or maybe past relationships because of that retrograde. Mercury, as I said, enters Aries on the 3rd. So you've got both of them in Aries for a while, but Venus is retrograde for most of the month. So there's a lot of review going on. Mercury then goes retrograde on the 15th. Joining Venus in that retrograde motion. So you may be, possibly thinking about past relationships or just reviewing things about your relationship that you may be hopefully having positive communication, maybe things that you want to improve. But this is all happening in the sign of Aries, so it's kind of very assertive as well. So I would say, don't be afraid to speak your mind, but be aware that others who are close to you, who you truly love, will also be speaking their mind. And maybe it's all a great way to get things flowing in an honest way. All right, Jupiter is still in the sign of Gemini, which is your 3rd house, which rules brothers and sisters. So your relations with your brothers and sisters should bring you that prosperity, that happiness, that joy. You have Mars in the going direct, of course, is direct now. And for you in the sign of Cancer, that's in the house of the home. You may have a ton of energy to do home improvement projects. The full moon is going to happen on March 23rd in the sign of Virgo, which is your 6th house, which rules work and health and labor traditionally. So they're in that Virgo's very analytical sign, so you may be doing also some very analytical work with regards to work, maybe a lot of detailed work. Make sure you take time out for your breaks because of that health portion of the 6th house. Pluto, of course, has been in the sign of Aquarius ever since November of last year, which is your 11th house. So you're probably doing some wonderful work to help others in your community. You might have great communications as well on a community level. Saturn, Ceres, and Neptune are all in your 12th house, which rules completions. So there may be some completions with regard to structure or how you view your diet, because Ceres rules the grains and what we eat. Maybe some of us are going gluten-free right now. Neptune is the dreamer in the sign of Pisces in your 12th house. So the big news for this month truly will be when Neptune enters the sign of Aries on the 30th. So first the sun goes into Aries on the 20th. Happy birthday, by the way, Aries. And then Neptune goes into Aries on the 30th. So that is very huge because it's going from Pisces, which is a bit of a dreamer, watery kind of feeling, into a very assertiveness. Neptune rules your dreams. I talked about this at the beginning of the year. As Neptune is in Aries, I want you all to try to do positive, conscious visualizations with your dream time, with that quiet time in the middle of the night, early morning, or as we drift off, or use meditation tapes. Because what you are dreaming about now, you may have absolutely the chance to create that structure and that real happening when Saturn enters Aries later on. I believe that is April or May. So that's all for now. I hope that helps. Dream positive dreams. Think consciously, create what you want to create, because this month is the time to visualize. As we move forward, those visualizations will become truly more manifest as we go into April and May with Saturn entering Aries. And be kind to one another with all that Venus and Mercury communication going on, all in Aries. Wow, lots of Aries going on. And of course, since you're a sun sign Aries, you might be illuminating some of these communications with others. I know some of you Aries are great counselors out there helping people with their relationships. So this could be a very strong positive month for you if you are at all in the counseling field, or you help your friends and family with their communication with their loved ones. That's all for now. Dream positive, think good thoughts. Astro Angels, see you again next time.